My friends, what you are about to discover will shatter every assumption you have held about reality itself. Tonight, September 19th, the cosmic veil grows thin and the boundaries between dimensions begin to dissolve. For the past 24 hours, sensitive souls across the planet have been experiencing strange symptoms. Dizzy spells that feel like the ground shifting beneath your feet. Dreams so vivid they feel more real than waking life. A peculiar ringing in your ears that seems to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. These are not coincidences. They are the first signs that your consciousness is preparing for the great frequency collapse that occurs once every 432 years. Your soul chose to incarnate at this precise moment in cosmic history because you are one of the few capable of witnessing and surviving what is about to unfold. The ancient Mayans called it the night of broken mirrors, when reality fractures and reassembles itself in new configurations. The numerology surrounding this date is absolutely staggering. September 19th, 2025 reduces to 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 28. 2 plus 8 gives us 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. The number 1 in cosmic numerology represents the birth of entirely new realities. But here is what makes tonight extraordinary. September is the 9th month, carrying the energy of completion and transformation. The 19th day holds the master number combination of 1 and 9 together, creating a portal between endings and beginnings. When we combine these with the year 2025, we get a frequency pattern that has not occurred since 1593. The year explorers first reported seeing strange lights in the sky that modern science still cannot explain. Your body has been subconsciously preparing for this event through subtle DNA activation sequences that began precisely 7 days ago. The feeling you have experienced lately that time is moving differently is not imagination. Linear time, the prison that has kept humanity locked in three-dimensional thinking, is beginning to collapse tonight. Past, present, and future will merge into a single flowing experience where cause and effect operate by entirely different rules. If you have been having flashes of memory that do not belong to this lifetime, or sudden knowledge about subjects you never studied, your consciousness is already beginning to access parallel timelines. The electromagnetic field of Earth itself is shifting frequency tonight, moving from the standard 7.83 Hz Schumann resonance to a completely new vibrational pattern. Scientists monitoring global frequency stations are reporting anomalies they cannot explain, but those who understand esoteric science know exactly what is happening. The planet itself is ascending to a higher dimensional frequency, taking prepared souls with it into expanded awareness. Your dreams over the past week have been prophetic previews of the new reality structure that emerges after tonight. Every symbol, every face, every location you visited in sleep was actually reconnaissance from your higher self, mapping the terrain of the multidimensional existence you will soon experience consciously. The people who appeared in your dreams, especially those you did not recognize, are likely other souls who will play important roles in your expanded reality. Write down everything you remember from recent dreams because they contain the navigation codes for your new existence. Tonight, between the hours of 2 and 4 in the morning, the frequency collapse reaches its maximum intensity. During this window, those who remain awake and conscious will witness phenomena that defy every law of physics. Objects may appear translucent as their atomic structure temporarily shifts between dimensions. You may see color spectrums that do not exist in normal reality, or hear sounds that seem to come from inside your own consciousness. The crystals in your possession, if you have any, will become exponentially more powerful tonight as the frequency collapse amplifies their natural vibrations. Quartz crystals, in particular, will begin to emit visible light as they attune to the new dimensional frequencies. Place them near your bed or meditation space because they will act as stabilizing anchors as reality reshapes itself around you. Your chakra system is already beginning to recalibrate for multidimensional perception. If you have felt unusual sensations along your spine, pressure at the top of your head, or tingling in your hands and feet, these are your energy centers expanding to accommodate higher frequency information. The third eye chakra, located between your eyebrows, may feel particularly active tonight as it prepares to perceive realities normally invisible to physical sight. Many people will sleep through the frequency collapse and wake tomorrow with no conscious memory of what occurred, but their subconscious minds will have been permanently altered by exposure to the new dimensional frequencies. Ancient texts from Tibet speak of the night of transformation when the barriers between worlds become permeable and prepared souls can step consciously into parallel realities. What makes tonight unique is that this collapse is happening globally and simultaneously, affecting every living consciousness on Earth at the quantum level. The financial markets may behave erratically tomorrow as the collective unconscious processes the frequency shift, but those attuned to the new vibrations will find unprecedented opportunities for prosperity opening before them. Look for synchronicities involving the numbers 19, 9, and 1 in the coming days. These will be confirmation signs that you successfully integrated the new frequency codes. Your intuitive abilities will be permanently enhanced after tonight. Thoughts will manifest into reality much more quickly, so it is crucial to maintain positive mental patterns during and after the collapse. The protective barriers that normally separate dimensions will be temporarily dissolved, allowing both beneficial and challenging energies to flow more freely through your experience. The ancient Egyptian mystery schools taught that consciousness could be expanded beyond the physical body during specific cosmic alignments, and tonight presents the most powerful alignment in over 4 centuries. Your soul chose this incarnation specifically to experience this frequency collapse consciously and help anchor the new energies for humanity. If you feel called to stay awake during the collapse window, trust that impulse. Your higher self is guiding you to be a conscious witness and active participant in this dimensional shift. Create a sacred space in your home where you can sit comfortably and observe whatever phenomena occur. Light a white candle to represent the pure consciousness that transcends all dimensional limitations. The flame will serve as a focal point for your awareness as reality fluctuates around you. Some people may experience temporary disorientation or mild nausea as their energy bodies adjust to the new frequencies, but these symptoms will pass quickly once the integration is complete. Animals have been sensing the approaching frequency collapse for weeks now. Dogs barking at seemingly nothing, cats staring intently at empty corners, birds changing their migration patterns earlier than usual. Their heightened sensitivity allows them to perceive the dimensional thinning that precedes tonight's collapse. If you have pets, they may act restless or seek extra comfort from you during the transition period. This is their way of grounding themselves through your energy field as reality shifts. The magnetic poles of Earth are also being affected by the frequency changes, causing subtle disruptions in navigation systems and electronic devices. Your cell phone may display unusual behavior tonight, showing times that do not match reality or receiving calls from numbers that do not exist in this dimension. These are not malfunctions, but rather bleed-through effects from parallel timelines where different versions of reality are playing out simultaneously. The aurora borealis may be visible much farther south than normal as the planetary magnetic field responds to the cosmic frequency adjustment. Children under 7 years old will likely sleep peacefully through the entire collapse because their consciousness is still naturally multidimensional. They have not yet been fully conditioned into 3-dimensional thinking patterns, so the frequency shift feels natural and non-threatening to their awareness. If you are a parent, do not be alarmed if your child speaks about seeing things that are not there over the next few days. They may actually be perceiving aspects of reality that have become accessible through the new frequencies. The artistic community will be profoundly affected by tonight's collapse. Musicians may find themselves spontaneously composing melodies that seem to come from beyond normal inspiration. Visual artists may see colors and forms that did not exist in their perception before tonight. Writers may channel information from sources they cannot identify, but which feels utterly authentic and true. These creative downloads are direct transmissions from the expanded reality structure that emerges after the frequency collapse stabilizes. Your relationships with others may undergo sudden and unexpected changes starting tomorrow. People whose energy patterns no longer match your new frequency may naturally drift away from your life, while others who resonate with your expanded consciousness will be drawn to you seemingly out of nowhere. This is not a loss, but rather a natural realignment that occurs when someone successfully integrates higher dimensional frequencies. Do not try to force connections that no longer feel harmonious, as this resistance only creates unnecessary friction during the adjustment period. Instead, trust that the universe is orchestrating perfect connections for your continued growth and expansion. The food you crave may change dramatically after tonight as your body adjusts to processing higher frequencies. Many people report losing their appetite for heavy, processed foods and feeling naturally drawn to lighter, more vibrant options like fresh fruits and vegetables. This is because your physical form is literally becoming less dense as it attunes to the new dimensional frequencies. Medical equipment in hospitals worldwide may register unusual readings during the collapse window as human biofields temporarily expand beyond their normal parameters. Heart rate monitors might show patterns that appear impossible, and brain scans could reveal activity in regions that normally remain dormant. These are not equipment failures, but rather accurate measurements of consciousness operating in expanded states. Healthcare workers who are sensitive to energy may feel called to work extra shifts tonight, sensing intuitively that their presence provides stability for patients during the transition. The dream realm will be incredibly active tonight as millions of sleeping minds process the frequency shift unconsciously. If you are skilled in lucid dreaming, this presents an extraordinary opportunity to explore the new dimensional territories while your physical body remains safely at rest. Set the intention before sleep to remember everything you experience, as these dreams will contain valuable information about navigating your expanded reality. The stock markets may open erratically tomorrow morning as the collective unconscious attempts to process information from parallel economic timelines that became accessible during the collapse. Cryptocurrency values could fluctuate wildly as digital currencies respond to the new frequency patterns in ways that traditional financial models cannot predict. However, those who understood the significance of tonight and prepared their consciousness accordingly will find themselves intuitively drawn to opportunities that others cannot even perceive. The concept of work itself may begin to feel foreign to many people after tonight, as the new frequencies carry information about more harmonious ways of contributing to collective welfare. Do not be surprised if you find yourself questioning career paths and life choices that previously seemed perfectly acceptable. This is your expanded consciousness recognizing possibilities that exist beyond the limitations of the old reality structure. Weather patterns across the globe may display unusual characteristics over the next several days as the atmosphere adjusts to the new planetary frequency. Clouds might form geometric shapes that seem too perfect to be natural. Sunlight could appear more golden or intense than usual. Some people may witness rainbow phenomena occurring without any visible moisture in the air. These atmospheric anomalies are visual confirmations that Earth itself has successfully integrated the new dimensional codes. Scientists will struggle to explain these phenomena using conventional meteorological models, but those who understand frequency collapse recognize them as natural byproducts of dimensional expansion. Your connection to nature will be profoundly enhanced after tonight. Trees may seem more alive and communicative. water sources might feel charged with new types of energy. Even urban environments will pulse with different rhythms as the artificial constructs humans have created attune themselves to the upgraded planetary frequency. Your physical reflection in mirrors may appear subtly different starting tomorrow morning. Not in obvious ways that others would notice, but in energetic qualities that you yourself will recognize. Your eyes might seem brighter or deeper. Your skin could have a different luminosity. These changes reflect the fact that your energy body has expanded and is now radiating frequencies that were not accessible before the collapse. Photography taken after tonight may capture light phenomena around sensitive individuals that cameras could not detect previously. Some people report seeing geometric patterns of light around their own bodies in photographs, or unusual color variations that appear to come from within rather than from external lighting sources. These are visual documentation of your successful frequency integration. The mirrors in your home might also begin to feel different, as though they are reflecting not just your physical form, but also aspects of parallel selves from other dimensional timelines. Sacred sites around the world will experience unprecedented energy activations tonight as ancient stone circles, pyramids, and temples respond to the frequency collapse by releasing stored information from previous dimensional shifts. If you live near any of these locations, you may feel called to visit them over the next few days. Trust this impulse, as these sites will be broadcasting specific codes that can help stabilize your consciousness in the new frequency range. The ley line network that connects these sacred sites will be particularly active, creating corridors of enhanced energy that sensitive individuals can feel even from great distances. Meditations practiced at or near these locations over the next week will yield experiences far more profound than usual, as the sites themselves have become amplifiers for the new dimensional frequencies. Even photographs of sacred sites may carry some of this enhanced energy, so looking at images like Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, or the pyramids could provide subtle frequency attunement for those who cannot visit in person. Your understanding of death will be forever changed after tonight because the frequency collapse reveals the truth that consciousness simply transitions between dimensional states rather than ending entirely. Those who have lost loved ones may find themselves receiving clear communications from departed souls during the collapse window, as the barriers between dimensions temporarily dissolve. Do not dismiss these experiences as wishful thinking or grief hallucinations. They are genuine contacts made possible by the expanded reality structure that emerges after the frequency adjustment. Some people report seeing departed relatives or friends standing in their peripheral vision, not as ghostly apparitions, but as solid and real as any living person. These visitations are gifts of confirmation that love transcends dimensional boundaries and that separation is merely an illusion created by limited frequency perception. The knowledge that consciousness continues beyond physical form will bring profound peace to many people struggling with loss or their own mortality fears. Tomorrow morning, you will wake into a reality where miracles are commonplace and limitations exist only for those who choose to maintain them. The frequency collapse of September 19, 2025 will be remembered as the night humanity stepped consciously into its multi-dimensional heritage. Your expanded awareness will recognize opportunities invisible to those still operating from the old frequency patterns. Manifestation will occur with unprecedented speed and precision as your thoughts align more closely with the creative forces of the universe. The most important thing to remember is that this transformation is not something happening to you, but rather something you are actively participating in through your conscious awareness. Every moment you spend understanding and integrating these new frequencies, you become a beacon of possibility for others who are ready to expand beyond three-dimensional limitations. Your very presence in the world now carries codes that can trigger awakening in prepared souls, making you a living bridge between the old reality and the magnificent new existence that begins tomorrow.